good evening, guys, and welcome. Thank you very much for everybody's doing the voting for me. Keep voting. We are number two at the moment, so we're doing quite well. Been going a year now. Last July we started, and we're really getting there. So please carry on voting. I'll be so glad. Listen, now and again, what we do is somebody, a very dear friend of ours, one of our friends, usually go away for a little while and you don't hear from them. Then all of a sudden we ask her to come back, and what does she do? She comes back. I love seeing this person. And hello, Missy, how are you?
Hello. That was a well good, nice intro. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to talk about your art. How did you get into that?
Um, Started off just doodling, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I did one, and somebody was like, "I would buy that." So I was like, "Wow!" So it's just that's how it started.
Gosh,
Got a lot of interest.
where'd you get the ideas for your art to then?
Um, well, I got told you can read into doodles. So when you're doodling, you can then research like what that specific doodle means, and it's very reflective of just your mood. So it can change all the time. Your art. I do it all with a biro pen, so that's the only thing.
All right, because what
Yeah.
I've got somebody on here. I might put you in contact with her. She does like what she does is she goes onto a an ordinary white piece of paper and she just draws circles and stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
when she comes on my program, I don't know if you've seen her before, and she will kind of like if you say to her draw spaceship, say she would draw a spaceship or people or whatever, and she's really good. It was,
Wow.
and she
Cool.
comes on nearly every month, and really good.
I
And
put me in contact.
yeah. So so when you do your art, then so you do so what kind of stuff have you done so far? Then what kind of like pictures have
Um,
you done?
I've done mostly black and white because it's all a biro pen. But I am going to start doing colour. I've just started adding glitter and stuff. I do incense sticks as well, so like burnt little holes.
Yeah. Did you ever
I've
do art when you was at school?
done it loads, you know. Do you know when like do you know when you're growing up and you can't decide what you want to do, so you do art?
Yeah, I remember
I've done
when.
that and like I've done art in like three different colleges because I just could never decide what I wanted to do. So I just
Did you
kept
ever
taking
do?
art.
Did you ever do art when they kind of like? I remember my last year at school, and they used to say, right, get a partner, everybody, and you have to draw that partner what they would look like in about 40 years time.
No, I never did that.
And that was so funny, and I remember kind of like picking four classes to do for my CXC exams. It was like art, RE, English, couldn't stick maths, and but in with the art, what I didn't realize was needlework, right? And I tell you what, needlework, I could I couldn't even get a. It took me about an hour to get the bloody thing in the O. You know what I mean?
My mum does all tapestries, and I don't know how she does that. To be fair,
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
taking it and do it all. No, but
yeah.
saying that, I think that with my art, I spend like 5 weeks on some of my art pieces.
Gosh, gosh.
You know?
We had some we as I said, we had somebody who's from the London School of Art, I think it is.
Oh, nice.
And as I keep saying, all she does is she comes on for an hour, she'll draw in front of us, and the old everybody's listening, they can kind of say, right, draw a spaceship or a flower or whatever, and she will fit it in with a picture. You know what I mean? And it's really good. And so, because you're talented, really, isn't you? Because you do all sorts of things. And but is this new something new that you just picked up?
Yeah, I've not been doing it for long. Um, like I said, I just started off as a doodle. That's all it is, really, just doodling to make a
Yeah.
big picture.
Do you have any pictures that we can look at, or?
Right, this was my first ever one. That was my first one.
Hey, that's good, isn't it?
Go back to bed. I'll just do this first. Quick. And that was my second one.
Hey, see? You're clever.
That was my third one.
Gosh. How long did it take you to do that?
About 4 weeks. This is the one I'm working on at the moment. That's the one I'm working on.
All right. How long did it take you to do that then?
This one's the quickest one so far. I'm getting quicker the more I do it. I'll show you the one that took 5 weeks. One sec. This one took 5 weeks.
Gosh.
It's based on
What's wrong with his eye?
It's blind. It's based on the most famous tiger in the world. And it used to fight off crocodiles. Yeah, lost an eye. It's blind.
Do you sell these then?
What?
Do you sell them?
Well, my idea is to get 20 to 30 pieces and have an exhibit. And I'm hoping to do this before Christmas, so it gives me that little, let's have a good Christmas for the kids kind of thing. But it's very much of a gamble, isn't it?
How much do you sell that tiger one for?
I really don't know. I don't even know how much these things are worth, you know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
A tiger pick is really nice.
Right. Yeah. I'll probably have this finished this week.
Gosh.
This is the first one with colour on. Experiment with glitter.
Right, isn't it?
So I've got glitter on my face.
How long does it take? So does it take you like a few hours or a few days or something small then?
It takes weeks, Stephen. It takes weeks.
Nah, not you. It doesn't take weeks.
Have you seen my kids? It takes me weeks. I need to get some. I need to buy some picture frames. All right.
Gosh. You're very talented, isn't you?
Oh.
Anyway, where's my hat too? Where's my cap?
This was a Christmas present. I told you this.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
You said that you had loads of them done, didn't you?
No, I've got on paper. I've designed stuff on paper, but never got that much funding behind me to actually start anything. They're all just ideas.
Oh, right. Okay. So anyway, so you do animals. What? So if someone rung you up and said, right, I want you to do like, I don't know, a horse or whatever, can you do things like that?
Yeah, I'll give it a good go.
Yeah,
I've had a few bookings like that. I'm just not. I need to get this. I need to get so many done, and then I can start working on other people's things. Because I've had a few. Like I've had an Alice in Wonderland request. What else? I've had a few different people asking me to do things, so it's looking good.
On Facebook.
I have, yeah. Yeah.
And sell it, and do them and just sell them.
I can't sell any yet though, because they're going to go into an exhibit, aren't they?
All right, okay.
That's what I mean.
So how many pieces have you got to get to do an exhibition then?
20 to 30.
Right, okay.
Not many.
So well, if you do them all tonight, they'll be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they?
Yeah. Huh? Not enough time in the day, is there not?
No, because Because so how do you? Because you got children too. How do you fit your artwork in with your children?
Um, I try and just get at least 1 hour a day done. If I just work at least 1 hour a day, at least I've got some done in a day. And then some nights I'll stay up all night. Um, Especially towards the end when I'm getting close, I'll be like, right, all night I'm getting that done. If you start working on something for that long, you're like, I don't want to look at it again. I just want to get it out of the way now. So you're more inclined to stay awake and get it done. But yeah, at the moment, as long as I get an hour a day, I know I've put some time into it.
Yeah,
Because if
but
I
the
don't
trouble
do,
is, so because you got children, you got getting ready for school and everything. That's going to be a bit difficult for
I know
you.
with COVID and stuff, there's not enough. I've got one kid in school, one kid off school. It's a bit hard at the minute. But
How do you manage?
you just do it, don't you? You just
Yeah,
get on with it.
yeah. Well, I
Whether you
think
like it or not, you're just gonna do it.
I think you're marvelous in what you do. Good on
Thank
you. I tell you
you.
what, what you should do, you should kind of like, I know because you got the children, but you should do like a home course or something, in art. Because you're talented.
Ah,
Saying about that, everything you touch, it's all talent, isn't it? That what you touch. You're a bit of a big head,
I'm just a
really.
very creative person, aren't I?
Of course you are very creative, and the trouble is, sometimes I've talked to you in the past, and sometimes, you know, you used to kind of like think that you're sometimes, what can I say, useless, but you're not useless. You're very talented in what you do.
Okay.
So just keep doing it. Keep going forward and everything, and don't give up on anything. How old
Thank
are
you.
you? How old are you?
29.
29. Oh, there you go. Gosh, you've got a long way to go. You know, don't be like us oldies. You know, I'm around about 51. In never about 20 years time, my wife will put me into a nursing home. Say, yeah, she, it feels like that. But when you kind of like, do you draw your children then? Because that's a good thing as well, isn't it? You can start drawing your children
I
and
have
stuff.
drawn people in the past. When I was in I did a really, really good John Lennon back in the day, and I've done like, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That there, I just don't think I'm that good. I don't know. I've not tried people for a long time.
You got to look. Don't say that you're not good because you are good. Stop putting yourself down. All right.
I'm just not well experienced in people yet.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, whatever happens in life, you just kind of like you just got to keep going. You got children. You got your children and everything, and do everything for them basically.
Exactly. Aye.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, when they grow up, they've got to look after mummy, ain't they?
I hope so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they can, and with your talent and everything, they might catch on with your talent and think, "Oh, my mum was talented, so I'm going to be like her." You never know. Or they could say, "Oh my God, I want to. When I'm 16, I want to leave mum." You know.
My older one copies my art. Like if I'm doing art, she'll copy it. She's
Yeah,
very art.
yeah. When you was at school, did you kind of like used to draw like plant pots and
I was
plants
so good
and
in
stuff?
school. Yeah. Like I said, I
Yeah.
did that John Lennon, didn't I? I never got it back. It was that good. I think my teacher robbed it.
They probably sold that one.
I know, yeah, stop. It
Yeah, the staff
was
probably
really good
sold.
that. I couldn't wait to show my parents, then I couldn't.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? They probably sold it for a packet of pants.
It was really good.
Well, it's probably
Do you
in
know what I
the.
did once? Like I was
Sorry?
one of them people. I was one of them people that finished my work like that early, and then I'd sit and like wind everybody up. So like at the end, I draw my science teacher once. Sat there for the lesson drawing her. And
I
at
used
the
to
end, there you go.
I used to draw on the desk and go, Steve was here.
Oh, it's probably still there.
But I used to I didn't used to like maths, so what we used, there's two things you could either do: come out of maths and pick up the rubbish, right? So you come out of maths, then you got to go around the school picking up all the rubbish and everything,
Yeah.
right? So I thought I'll do that.
Uh,
So since I've done it, I go. I said, all right. I said, I've gone home. I used to go home early.
ah.
You know, I used to be at home by 2:30 in the afternoon.
Ah.
I used to go off when I was at school. But the trouble is, I used to, but art at school for me back then was, I loved it. But the trouble is, do you remember when they used to do perspective? Like when you
Yeah.
draw houses, you got to do the lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever-
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah. When they're doing big to small. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to do that. I used to get it all wrong. I did. They said draw Coronation Street, and they used to give you a box, and then you should go right perspective. Use that. I was no good
All
at
the
that.
fruit and all that.
I was rubbish. Me, I was rubbish at it. But there you go. But my friend of mine actually got it right when they said draw Steve around about when he's 50 or something like that.
Did they get it right?
You
And so,
know,
did you
yeah,
keep it?
yeah. Just draw the old man with a walking stick. Cheeky,
Oh,
isn't it?
if only they knew.
Be quiet. Here we go. Ian. Missy Willow is number one. Big up Missy Willow. There you go, look.
Hey, thanks.
Look. Got messages here.
Thanks, Ian.
Uh, you should read them. Yeah, she is number one. She's lovely. Yes. So anyway, what are you going to do next?
Um,
See, I reckon what you should
you
do,
don't know.
we should do, we should kind of like do another show, but you draw something and get everybody to do it live.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll certainly try. Oh my god, that could be so bad. Listen, there's a reason why I do doodle art because there's not much thought behind it.
Well, I reckon you could. I reckon you could be. I reckon you could be good doing it. You know.
Like I have done some animals and some things like that. I
Yeah.
did an elephant. That turned out all right.
Well, there you go. So I
Just
reckon
not
what you
very
should do.
realistic.
Sorry.
I just can't imagine. Like, imagine if somebody was like draw a giraffe. I could just imagine like a kid's picture, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to find this person at the moment on YouTube so I can show you something.
It's
And
funny.
she's like you. She does doodling and stuff like that. You know.
Oh yeah, cool.
Um. So I'm looking on my YouTube at the moment. Be 2 secs. I still talk to you, so I'm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Um. She's. But she is very good, talented.
I'd like to watch it.
And so are you, really, because you do what you do. That is really good. I love that tiger one. I'm jealous. I'm
Oh,
jealous now about that tiger one.
oh, he's on. My
My
daughter
wife,
doesn't.
my
My
wife
daughter.
would say, try to get that tiger one.
Oh, my daughter doesn't want me to sell it because she wants it.
Did
She doesn't
she?
want me to sell that one. Yeah,
Oh,
but I'll do another. I'll end up doing another one, like a smaller one, and she can have that one.
oh,
Aye.
that's not nice, is it?
That tiger one looks really good under like
Yeah,
disco
it's really,
lights. If you're
yeah,
on
it's really
TikTok,
good.
it's on TikTok. That one looks really good.
Yeah, I reckon you should sell it to me.
How much do you?
A fiver.
5 weeks for a fiver.
What?
5 weeks for a fiver, Steve.
Well, it could be good advertising for you.
How do you know how much something's worth? Like, I'm good, I'm
Well,
creative, but I'm not a saleswoman. You know what I mean?
you can sell your art. You can sell that easy. You
Why
know,
do
no,
no.
you sell it. You'd be good at it. You know, at the end of the day, you all you got to do is just kind of like go on Facebook, and I bet you'd sell it just like that,
I suppose.
or do like a what you call it an auction or something.
I know, but if they went for like a fiver, like you just said, I'd be gutted. I'd be gutted.
I was only winding you up, but you know,
No, but imagine if it did though. Imagine if it did though. Imagine if they started the auction at like a penny and it only got to a fiver.
yeah, no, no,
Mhm.
that there's not worth a fiver. No, it's more than that. And don't
I've
let
got an
anybody.
idea. I just don't want to say it because I don't know if it's dead. No, not like. I need to get someone who knows more about art to look at my art and say, you know what, that's worth.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you need
Yeah,
to
like
do.
yeah.
Yeah. So what would you? So what is your rough guide on that then?
I go off how long it's taken. So
So
so for that amount, I'd want about, it's a month, isn't it? So you need like, I'd say around 350 for that amount of time because it's a whole month, isn't it? It's over a month.
yeah, yeah,
If I do something in a week, 20 quid, not bothered. But if I spend 5 weeks, I want a decent amount for it. All right.
yeah. I understand. Yeah, yeah. That's it. You got to be. Trouble is, you got to be very kind of like if you've done a lot of work on it, so you should be kind of.
Yeah.
You need
But
to get the money
again,
back on it.
then I do see other people's work, and I think that's well better than mine. So I wouldn't want to put that much on.
Yeah, but you should not kind of like look at other people's work and say,
No, I know
hang
that.
on,
You do
you
though.
just judge your
You
work.
always do. I know you shouldn't, but we all do it, don't we?
Oh yeah, of course we do, but you shouldn't do. Um, what I'll do, I'm trying to look for this video, but I can't find it at the moment. But what I will do, I will send it to you later.
Oh,
And
cool. Thanks.
but they're really good. What was her name again? That artist. That's it. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's what I would do anyway. So what you doing? So what you going to do next with your art then?
Just try and get these 20 to 30 pieces, and then hoping to find a contact where I could do an exhibit somewhere.
Right?
And then yeah, try and sell it in time for Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye,
That's all right. You never know what will happen, will you?
aye.
You probably get loads. Yeah. Right. Okay. So if and also if people want to kind of like sorry, multi-talented Missy Willow. Ah, there you go. That's from Ian.
Thanks.
All right. Okay. So if anybody wants some art done, would you do it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So there you go. Right. Okay. So I've got a couple of people here for you. Um, can you tell me uh um can you tell me your email, please, Steve? I'd like to get her to draw me a target, the one that she's already drawn. I don't give out emails, but you can contact her on Facebook. Um, and I don't give out personal information to all the people that come on. Um, but if you want to contact her, just look for Missy Willie on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Well, my name's not Missy Willow on Facebook though.
Isn't it?
No, it's Sammy Wilson, isn't it, on Facebook?
All right, Sammy Wilson. Sorry. So look for Sammy Wilson, and she'll talk to you about anything. And you never know. Sammy might kind of make something for you. But she's not going to do it for free, guys. She needs paying. She's got kids to look after. So be nice to her. That's a chinyo. Right. Sorry, I just had to tell them. You know what I mean.
Sorry.
All right. You get any you know, if you get any kind of like problems from my lot, you tell me. I'll sort them out for you.
I've not had any hate with my art yet. Not like I do with music. I've got no hate so far. So far, touch wood, it's going well with art.
Listen to me. Whatever you do in life, right? You get your critics, right? Sorry, bear with me. I've got an ulcer in my at the moment. And the trouble is, you get your good people, your bad people, right? If I was you, I won't take no notice. Do what you do, right? And just kind of like lead your life that the way you want to do, and just look after your kids. And,
Certainly
and
true.
don't take notice of anybody because at the end of the day, they're not part of your life, right? They're just if I'm not trying to be funny and everybody's listening, but if people are going to be bullying people, then all I say, they're scum. They're scum. All right, they shouldn't be doing it. So just stand up for yourself. I know you would, right? And just kind of like look after yourself and look after your kids and carry on with your art because you're very talented. All right, and I'll speak to you very soon. Thank you very much. This
Thank
is
you.
Sammy. I love Sammy. So please support Sammy and contact her if you need to. In the meantime, Sammy, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.
Take care.